Hi, this is A Wilson. That ain't you tell it like a TIL. If you like my video, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing. The topic I'm going to talk to you today about is music. I was listening to Siren last week. I mean, not last week. I was listening to Siren yesterday. Even though I was listening to them last week too. I was listening to Siren yesterday, and uh, and right after I heard their EP again, they Spotify gave me some recommendations of another girl group called the Amours. And I'm saying, when I saw the picture of them, I said, I've been seeing these girls picture on Twitter. I say, but I thought they was a part of I thought they was a part of the reality show, the reality TV show, B&B Niger. It's kind of like, it's kind of like a Big Brother in the United States, but it's like it's like it's like the Caribbean or Jamaican version of Big Brother. So I'm looking at, I've been seeing these girls. I said, but then it was somebody posting and talking about that they were performing at something. And what it was, I kind of clipped on the little clip, and I heard a little bit of a song, and I was saying, oh, they okay, but I ain't thinking nothing of it. And then when they came across my recommendation, I said, well, let me hear. And I said, let me hear this song Burn and see how it sounds. And I said, the the I said the Amours song Burn is yeah, I said the song Burn is a mid tempo to up tempo type of song. They come in, I said they harmonize so well. They come in with the harmonies, they harmonize well together. Uh, I said I heard of this I've never heard of this girl group, and I was so surprised that people were still coming up with girl groups. I know they've been saying for the last 2.5 years that girl groups are making a comeback and girl groups are rising, but it's like the only girl group that I could see that was a rising from back then was I think they started saying that around between 2016 and 2019, and the only girl groups that I was seeing that was kind of making a splash was Citizen Queen, Flo, and June's Diary, and then it was like yeah, in the last 2 years between 2021 and 2022, Citizen Kane lost a couple of members, and now it's only a quarter. Now it's only like three of them, and they call that a quartet. And so I was saying, okay, and they put out a song earlier this year because I was surprised when they put out the EP in 2024 how Citizen Queen didn't do much promotion on and stuff like that. And then I found out through the internet that one of the that Caleb was quitting, and I really liked it. But back to these girls, I like these two girls. They kind of remind me of Van Jess, and Van Jess was another one that was around during June's Diary era. I'll put it like that. And so they kind of broke up before June's Diary. Now, some people say June's Diary is still together. Some people say they don't know. But anyway, back to these girls. Like I said, the song "Burn" is real good. I really do like it. I'm gonna check out some more music from them and stuff like that. And I got the little background. It says the Amours song Burn. I said the duo is named Jacayla, Jacayla I am, and Shamia Ashley, Shamia Asia. And they said they are an R&B, they're an R&B girl group. They're R&B girl group. Their signature sound is R&B, is R&B, and they're trying to bring back the old classic type of R&B, which they do. I mean, they did a couple of covers. I listened to one of the covers that they did of an old song, but like I said, the harmonies are together. That they sang pretty good together. I'm gonna check them out a little bit more and stuff like that. Like I said, I do like their song "Burn." And stuff like that. And I always cause I'm I'm a music fan too. I like individual artists as well as group artists, but I'm more of a group fan and stuff like that. So I'm glad that the Amours are trying to bring back the old school classic R&B and make it sound modern and good and up to date. And I also saw this girl group on my recommendations, and they are called the Imagines. And I thought I thought their name was spelled with the E, Imagine, but it's spelled with two I's. And so I was saying, oh, that's good. And I was saying, let me see what they're talking about. And they are a quartet too. There are three black girls, and they were made up last year. I got some of their bio from um from my Spotify recommendation where they said artist profile, and then I also got a little bit from the Instagram page, and I do like their song, and their song is One of the Boys. And I said, One of the Boys is an R&B type slash pop song, type of pop song that anybody can listen to. And it has a nice feel and vibe to it. And I was saying this song kind of reminds me of Flow when they first started out with Cardboard Box. It's kind of like I said, it's kind of on that type of style and vibe, which is really good because they're trying to also get the pop audience along with the R&B artists. And if you really listen to them, that they can do that. And so, like I said earlier, I'm glad a lot of these people are trying to come out with girl groups like Candy Birds. Because I do like Flo, and they are international quartet of black girls. But I'm glad people like Candy Burst and Young Blue are trying to bring R&B girls back to the forefront, especially in the United States, because we haven't had no R&B girl group in a while. So that was the song. That was the song, and then this is their bio. It says, Imagine is an R&B girl group formed by multi-platinum rapper Young Blue. Young Blue. It says after many years of trying to find the right R&B girl group, he found the right one in Imagine. He says Imagine the girl group's main genre is R&B and soul. They got R&B and soul and a thing, but that one of the boys' song is to me is it's a combination of both pop and R&B, and so okay, soul and it aims to bring back the classic R&B sound back. It says Imagine is signed to the Music Moon Boy Music label, and their debut EP, What a Girl Wants, was produced last year on October the 4th, 2024. Now I'm saying last year they just got to be born and stuff like that. So I say I'm glad I found them on my recommendation. Now sometimes I'll skip over the recommendations depending on how the song sound and the artist, and then sometimes I'll just go ahead on and listen, and then and listen until the next song comes up, and it might be something that I want to hear or like, and stuff like that. But I really do like both of these girl groups, these up and coming girl groups, and stuff like that. Now, now, like I said, I've been trying to find new up and coming girl groups and stuff like this. So I'm glad I found these two on my recommendations Spotify. And from what I heard of their music sounds pretty good. I hope they really pop off. Now I've been seeing more of the Amours on Twitter and a little bit on Instagram. But I hope to see a little bit more of Imagine too. That's all I have for this video. This is A Wesley. That ain't even just like a TI is. I am out.